Imagine if you could tap into the secrets of the universe, align with its laws, and harness its power. Yes, you heard that right. Through the Hermetic Principles, you can do just that. These principles, derived from ancient wisdom, offer us a key to decode the mysteries of life and the universe. They've been passed down through generations, offering keen insights into the workings of the cosmos. Let's briefly explore these 7 principles. We have the principle of mentalism, the principle of correspondence, the principle of vibration, the principle of polarity, the principle of rhythm, the principle of cause and effect, and the principle of gender. Each of these principles holds a unique power, guiding us to understand ourselves and the universe better, and enabling us to shape our reality in alignment with universal laws. So, are you ready to unravel the mysteries of the universe? Let's dive into each principle. The first principle is the principle of mentalism. It's as simple as this. The universe is a vast mental creation. Think of the universe as a colossal mind, a grand mental construct known as the All. Everything that exists, everything we perceive is part of this All. It's like an infinite canvas painted with the brush of consciousness. Now here's where it gets exciting. This principle suggests that our thoughts, the products of our own mental faculties, have the power to shape our reality. Yes, you heard it right. Our thoughts are not just fleeting electrical impulses in our brains. They have substance and power. They ripple out into the universe, influencing the very fabric of reality. Consider this: every great invention, every piece of art, every monumental decision that has changed the course of history began as a single thought, a spark in the mind that ignited a chain of events leading to tangible physical results. That's the power of the principle of mentalism in action. This principle teaches us that we are not just passive observers in the universe. We are active participants, creators in our own right. And with this understanding comes great responsibility. Our thoughts, positive or negative, constructive or destructive, have the power to shape our lives and the world around us. Remember, your mind is powerful, and your thoughts shape your world. Next up is the principle of correspondence. Ever heard the phrase, as above, so below? That's what this principle is all about. The principle of correspondence is a fascinating one, suggesting that there is a connection, a kind of mirror image between the physical, mental, and spiritual realms. It's like looking at a reflection in a pond. What you see on the surface reflects what's beneath it. Think about it. Imagine a tree. It has roots deep in the soil, a trunk above ground, and branches reaching high into the sky. Each part of the tree corresponds to a different realm. The roots represent the physical, the trunk the mental, and the branches the spiritual. And each part is interconnected, influencing and being influenced by the others. That's the essence of the principle of correspondence. This principle suggests that our thoughts, emotions, and actions here in the physical world have corresponding effects in the mental and spiritual realms. It's like a ripple effect. Throw a pebble into a pond, and the ripples spread out, affecting the entire pond. So, what does this mean for us? It means that we have the power to influence our reality. By changing our thoughts, emotions, and actions, we can create ripples that spread out, affecting not only our physical world but also our mental and spiritual realms. So, the outer world is a reflection of your inner world. Change within, and you change your reality. This principle is also referred to as above, so below. Moving on to the principle of vibration. Simply put, everything moves, everything vibrates, and nothing is at rest. This is the heart of the third Hermetic Principle. It's not just about physical movement, but extends to the unseen worlds too. Let's consider this. Every atom, every particle in the universe is in a constant state of motion, a ceaseless dance. Even the seemingly solid objects around you are a whirl of vibrating particles. This is not a new revelation. Science has been telling us this for decades, but the Hermetic Principle of vibration goes a step further. It tells us that not only do these particles move, they also vibrate at different frequencies. It's like each particle has its own unique song, and together they create the symphony that is our universe. This principle also extends to our thoughts, emotions, and even our spiritual state. These two vibrate, and they do so at frequencies that can be changed. Have you ever walked into a room and felt an immediate sense of unease, or a sudden uplift in your mood when you're around certain people? That's the principle of vibration at work. The beauty of this principle is that it empowers us. We are not passive observers in this orchestra of vibrations. We can change our own frequency, our own vibration. By doing so, we can change our experiences, our interactions, and ultimately, our reality. Remember, to change your circumstances, change your vibration. Now let's explore the principle of polarity. This one's pretty cool. Everything has an opposite. Imagine a straight line. On one end, you have hot. On the other, cold. But where does hot stop and cold begin? Can you pinpoint the exact moment when day becomes night? It's a bit tricky, isn't it? That's because they're not separate things at all. They're different degrees of the same thing. The same applies to all pairs of opposites. Love and hate, good and evil, light and darkness, they're all on the same continuum. Understanding this principle can help us find balance in our lives. It's easy to see things in black and white, good and bad, right and wrong. But life isn't so clear-cut. It's a myriad of shades and hues. And just like how you can't appreciate the warmth of the sun without experiencing the chill of the night, you can't fully understand joy without a touch of sorrow. Applying the principle of polarity helps us navigate these extremes. We can learn to shift our perspective, to see that every situation, every emotion, every experience has its opposite within it. And by acknowledging this, we can aim for a balanced state of mind where we accept that opposites are part of the same whole. So remember, there's no good without bad, no up without down. It's all about balance. We have the principle of rhythm. Everything flows out and in. Everything has its tides. This principle is a reflection of the universe's cyclical nature. Think about the changing seasons, the rise and fall of the sun, the waxing and waning of the moon, even the beating of our hearts. It's all rhythm. It's the dance of existence, the cosmic ballet. This principle doesn't just apply to physical phenomena. It extends to our mental and emotional states, our successes and failures. You've heard of the saying, "What goes up must come down," right? That's the principle of rhythm in action. But here's the exciting part. Understanding this principle doesn't mean we're doomed to be tossed around by life's highs and lows. No, quite the opposite. By recognizing these patterns, these rhythms, we can work with them, not against them. We can anticipate the ebb and flow of life and use it to our advantage. Imagine you're a surfer. The waves are the rhythms of life. A novice might be knocked down by the waves, but an experienced surfer, they see the wave coming, they position themselves, they time it right, and then they ride that wave. That's the power of understanding the principle of rhythm. It's about becoming that experienced surfer, mastering the art of riding life's waves. Remember, life has its ups and downs, its ebbs and flows. Ride the wave. The sixth principle is the principle of cause and effect. Every cause has its effect, and every effect has its cause. This principle is a fundamental truth of the universe, and it applies to everything, from the stars in the sky to the thoughts in our minds. It tells us that nothing happens by chance. Every event, every circumstance, every moment of joy or pain is the result of something. It's the effect of a cause. And that cause, it too is an effect of something else. It's an endless chain stretching back to the dawn of time and extending forward into the future. But here's the empowering part. If every effect has a cause, then we have the power to influence the effects in our lives by controlling the causes. Our thoughts, our actions, our choices, these are the causes we can control. And by doing so, we can shape the effects. We can shape our reality. So, if you find yourself in a situation you don't like, don't just lament the effect. Look for the cause. And if you want a different effect, create a different cause. It's not always easy, but it's always possible. Understanding the principle of cause and effect gives us the power to take control of our lives. It allows us to step out of the role of the passive observer and step into the role of the active creator. So, remember, you're not a victim of circumstance, you're the creator of your reality. Last but not least, the principle of gender. Everything has its masculine and feminine principles. This isn't about men and women, but rather the energies that exist within all of us and in every corner of the universe. The masculine energy is assertive, logical, and analytical, while the feminine energy is nurturing, intuitive, and creative. These energies are not opposites, but complementary forces that bring balance. Imagine a bird trying to fly with one wing. It's not going to get very far, is it? Similarly, when we lean too heavily on one energy, we may find ourselves out of sync, struggling to navigate life's challenges. But when we embrace and balance both energies, we can truly soar, achieving harmony in our thoughts, emotions, and actions. Remember, balance between the masculine and feminine within you brings harmony to your life. And there we have it, the 7 Hermetic Principles. Use them wisely and you can unlock the secrets of the universe.